Brothers and sisters of Haiti, I come to you not as a distant observer, not as a diplomat speaking through the filters of protocol, but as your brother a soldier of the people, as a son of Africa, and as a revolutionary leader who sees in you the same spirit that animates my people in Burkina Faso. I speak to you with respect, not pity, with solidarity, not sympathy, with hope, not hopelessness, because what you have endured, what you continue to endure is not weakness. It is the testimony of your resistance. You are not victims. You are survivors of centuries of assault, from colonial slavery to economic punishment, to political interference, to occupation by foreign powers under the guise of help. And still you rise. When my comrades and I reclaimed the reins of Burkina Faso in the name of the people, we did so inspired by those who dared to resist, and in that lineage your names shine brightly. Toussaint Louverture, Jean-Jacques Dessalines, Charlemagne Perrault. These are not just Haitian heroes, they are African heroes. They are human heroes. And so today I bring you the fire of Ouagadougou, to lecture, but to embrace. Not to impose, but to share. Because our struggles are one, and the liberation of Haiti is bound forever to the freedom of Africa. Haiti was the first free black republic, the first and only nation born from a successful slave rebellion. This was not just a military victory, it was a metaphysical rupture in the colonial order of the world. It told the world that black people were not property. It declared that liberty belonged to all, not just to the pale and the powerful. This terrified the empires. France, Spain, Britain, they all moved to strangle you. And later, the United States, a country founded on liberty, refused to recognize your independence for decades. Why? Because your victory threatened the global structure of white supremacy. In Burkina Faso, formerly called Upper Volta, our people too were shackled. French colonialism sucked our resources, denied us education, conscripted our men to fight in wars that were not theirs, and left our infrastructure barren. But in 1983, Thomas Sankara, young captain, a visionary, a revolutionary, seized the moment. In 4 short years, he redefined what it meant to be free. He changed our name to Burkina Faso, the land of upright people. He vaccinated millions, planted millions of trees, gave land to the peasants, and told the IMF and World Bank that we would not pay for our own oppression. But like Dessalines, Sankara was betrayed, assassinated. And like Haiti, we descended into decades of neo-colonial puppetry. This is our shared pattern. When we dare to stand, the world moves to break us. Let us speak plainly. Neo-colonialism wears suits and sits in boardrooms. It signs contracts, not just chains. It imposes debt, not just whips. But its result is the same. The theft of your labor, the sabotage of your dignity, the erosion of your sovereignty. The International Monetary Fund and the World Bank came to Haiti with the language of development. But what did they bring? Structural adjustment programs that gutted your public sector, slashed education and healthcare budgets, and forced your government to privatize essential services. Agriculture was destroyed by cheap, imported American rice. Your farmers, once self-sufficient, were turned into beggars. And then came MINUSTAH, the so-called UN mission. Let us not mince words. It was an occupation. It brought disease cholera. Introduced by UN troops, and it brought shame, abuses, exploitation, and violations of your people. And what justice have you seen? In Burkina Faso, we too were burdened with odious debt. Our gold was taken by Canadian and French multinationals. Our uranium-powered French lights while our own children studied in darkness. We were told to keep quiet and be grateful for aid, while billions were siphoned from our soil. But we awoke. We saw that aid was a leash, and we began to cut that leash, link by link. Since 2022, Burkina Faso has been under the control of a revolutionary government. Not a government of elites, but of soldiers and workers, of peasants and patriots. We took power because our people were dying, and those in charge were begging foreign troops to protect us instead of standing up themselves. So we stood. We expelled the French military, We closed foreign bases that served foreign interests. We said, we will not be a colony wrapped in the flag of independence. Then we nationalized key industries. Our gold mines are being reclaimed. We have launched state-led companies in agriculture, manufacturing, and logistics. We launched a national volunteer program, the VDPs, Volunteers for the Defense of the Homeland Ordinary People, trained to defend their villages. It is not a perfect program, but it is ours. We changed the school curriculum to teach our children not the history of the colonizers, but of our ancestors. We teach them to love Africa, not escape it. We are building a new banking infrastructure to bypass the CFA franc, the currency that still links us to French control. We are building alliances with other sovereign nations, Mali, Niger, and beyond. We are creating a new federation, free from Western dictates. Haiti, your future cannot be subcontracted to Washington, Paris, or Ottawa. Your security cannot come from foreign troops. Your dignity cannot be outsourced. The so-called Kenya-led intervention being organized now is not for your protection. It is for your control. It is for the benefit of elites who fear your uprising, of foreign corporations who see your suffering as profit. Security must be built from within. Organize your neighborhoods, not just in protest but in protection. Build local defense units, but tether them to justice and discipline. Learn from our VDPs, arm the people, but educate them too. Reclaim your economy, end the import dependency, rediscover the strength of your agriculture, your fisheries, your crafts, and above all, take back your politics. Reject the puppets, refuse the externally anointed leaders. Let the people decide, and let them do so on Haitian terms. I am 36 years old. I am not supposed to be a head of state, but my people demanded change, and I could not run from my duty. To the youth of Haiti, I see you. You have marched in the streets. You have faced tear gas and bullets. You have organized in neighborhoods. You have sung songs of resistance. You are not a threat. You are the vanguard. But let me speak to you as a brother. Anger is not enough. Organization is key. You must move from protest to program, from frustration to formation.